So today we're going to be dipping into the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions palette. It's 8 individually cultivated shades in matte and metallic textures inspired by the lush stems and leaves of the blank plant. From your left to right, we have Gravity OG, Get Lifted in this dominant yellow gold, Granddaddy, a high-grade olive gold foil with an old school vibe, Black Widow, this trippy olive shimmer will leave you with a hunger for more, Sour Diesel, potent gray olive matte with an immediate opaque payoff, Space Queen, an out-of-this-world hunter green matte that will inspire creativity, Mean Green, pungent emerald densely packed with a loud green shift, Sweet Tooth, no cottonmouth, just sticky icky candy-coated jade shimmer, and Blue Dream, euphoric concentration of crystallized mint pearl. Hello gorgeous, I'm glad you came back. If you're new here, hello, my name is Rachel. I'm a nurse gone YouTube wannabe. If you're like me and you have a lot of interests like makeup and organizing and hair and all the things, then you're in the right place. Be sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell because I do try to upload 3 times a week. Today we're going to be diving into the Smoke Sessions palette as you saw from my intro, and man, I have a lot of thoughts about this guy. There's just the 2 matte shades and then they look like all shimmery. I've not worked with Melt's formula other than this palette a couple times a while ago, and I was really excited to dip back into it with the launch of the Gemini 2 coming out because I was like, you know, I need to play with that a little bit more than I did. I think I'm gonna go in with this guy and I'm gonna dip into Space Queen. Oh man, oh my god, look how pigmented that is. I think maybe this, if I'm remembering, this is why I didn't play with it more. I think I struggled with this palette, if I'm remembering correctly. Like, okay, can you see how that looks like patchy? And I think it's from me going in heavy-handed, it's not from the palette, I think. I'm gonna dip back into that. Okay, I'm just kind of packing it exactly where I want it this time. And try to buff it out with just a clean brush. Okay, can you see that? It just looks like patchy. I'm not saying it's the palette because I am no makeup pro by any stretch of the word. I'm a little more careful on this side. I did prime my eyes with the Milani eye base. Okay. Now blend to the heavens. My eyes getting sore. I don't even want to dip in it anymore because I'm scared. Just whatever's left on that brush. Now I'm gonna go into the shade Mean Green. There, that's better. All right, so I'm just setting that like the middle over to the edge a little bit. I'm gonna do the same on the other eye. All right, and then I'm gonna go in with Sweet Tooth on the inner half. I'm gonna spray that. The same on the other side. I'm gonna do a little inner corner highlight with this blush shade here, Blue Dream. It really looks like it needs a spritz. I'm gonna put on the rest of my face and then do my lower lash line. All right, gonna go into that lower lash line. And I think I'm gonna go into that Space Queen and just put that on a precision brush. And do the same on the other eye. Then on this little angly brush, I'm gonna go into Mean Green. And then because this shade scares the living shit out of me, I'm gonna go into the Space Queen as delicately as humanly possible. And do the same on the other eye. Here is the finished look one. I'm really happy with this. I had trouble blending this out and not having it not be patchy. I think it pulled off in the end, but let me tell you what, these other colors that I used today, I think they're beautiful. This is one of the most favorite looks I've done in a while. And I'm really excited for look 2. I want to try to use this Sour Diesel, Black Widow Granddaddy, and Gravity OG for the next look, since I used these four for this look. So the only things I did differently off camera was I used the Infallible Pro Last eyeliner in the waterline in the color Ivy, and put mascara on the lower lashes. And then I use this House Laboratories lip combo. It's Le Riot Lip Gloss in Blaze. And then the House Laboratories lip pencil, the Rip Lip Liner in Arc. I hope you enjoyed this look. I'll be back tomorrow for me and a few seconds for you with a second look. Hey, welcome back for look number 2. Gonna use the more grungy brownish greens today. I feel like I learned a lesson yesterday when using these shadows, and my eyelids are sore today. So I'm gonna go in with a little bit of powder because I had put on a primer, an eye primer, and I thought maybe it's like so sticking to the eye primer. So I'm gonna set it with a little bit of powder. Set it with a little powder and see if that helps it to be able to slide around a little bit easier on the eye, and that way I don't have to injure myself today. Okay, I think we're good. My eyes are seriously sore. The price of beauty. So I'm gonna go on with this brush into the shade Sour Diesel. Going in a little lighter handed today. Still seems patchy and like I'm having to go in and blend a lot. If you have this palette, please send me any tips, tricks, and advice in the comments because I'm on the struggle bus. I think it's a beautiful palette, but I don't want to be in pain every time I use it. I'm really not being a sissy. I'm gonna go into this Black Widow shade. Kind of do the same thing that I did yesterday, where I pack it into the outer half of my eye. And do the same on the other eye. Yeah, there's some fallout there. I didn't really have as much trouble with that yesterday. Could be the brush that I'm using might be too dense and like picked up too much product. I go ahead and swoop that away. I don't really have too much on that side. I'm gonna go in on this brush that's like a little small so I can use it more precisely into the shade Granddaddy. Actually, I feel like those are those that close in shade or are they different? Should I use this one? I think I might use this one, which is Gravity OG. I don't know how I feel about that. That's kind of a completely different tone than the one I laid on before that. All right, now I'm just gonna do the same on the other side. All right, so this is how we're looking so far. I am going to put the rest of my face on and then I'll be right back. All right, so I've got everything else together and now I'm just gonna go in and do that lower lash line. I thought I didn't try this Granddaddy. Is the only shade I haven't tried, so I think I'm gonna use it. But first I'm gonna go back into that Sour Diesel, just up to the lash line. And the same on the other side. I'm gonna clean this brush off in my little switcher pan and use that same brush to go into that Granddaddy shade that I haven't used yet. I feel like it's just so close to the Black Widow, maybe. Maybe that's just in the, like it's just looking like that to the naked eye. I'll swatch them side by side again. Oh yeah, that's different. I can tell now. Right, and the same on the other eye. So now I'm gonna take this little brush and do like I did yesterday and just kind of dip into that Sour Diesel shade and like pray to God that I don't screw everything up because it's so dark. Okay, I'm just gonna go back in and clean some things up and mascara on the lower lash line and I'll be back. All right guys, this is the finished look number 2. Yeah, so like I was saying, I'm totally loving the 90s vibe because I was a teenager during the 90s and I did use the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Lippy and Drill Sergeant. However, I'll probably just wipe it off anyway because I cannot do the lipstick. I try to do the lipstick, but I can't do the lipstick. Smoke Sessions palette, I love it. I love the looks I can create with this, but this is something that I'm not gonna be able to just pull out and create a look in a quick fashion. I wouldn't say this is an everyday makeup palette for me just because I have so much trouble blending out the shades. So if you have any suggestions on that or any ideas on what maybe I'm doing wrong, even if it has to do with like brushes or anything, leave it in the comment section below and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Love you. Bye.